What's going on, guys? We finally have some movement again in the market, and what a movement it is. So to recap on the last update, we had this reversal, this bear flag forming right here. We had actually a perfect setup to fall all the way down to 48 to 49,000. However, I spoke in my last video about the fear in the market at this stage that there's a high chance, as the fear is so high, that a reversal could happen. And look what happened, guys. A reversal happened. We slightly broke below this key level right here, reclaimed back above, and as soon as we reclaimed back above, we held support. There were already signs that price could go higher. And as soon as we broke the support right here, it was very clear that we invalidated the bearish perspective and that we are back in a bullish perspective. This is what I mean, guys, with in the last video that I said, cheap prices equal opportunities, and people should not sell in fear, but they should buy in fear. People who did buy in fear are now already again in profits. The market went up. Some of these coins already are up with 20, 30, 40, 50%. So people are making a banking, at least the smart investors. Anyway, how is price looking right now? Price is looking pretty good in my opinion. What I would love to see for Bitcoin in the first place is a retest of this zone right here, which we are actually type of doing. If we can hold support on this zone and we manage to break this structure and respect it, guess what's next? 67, 68K is back again, or is not back again, but will be up next. And right above there, we have again 71,000 and a half, aka all-time high, more or less. Well, all-time high is at 73,600, but it doesn't matter. In general, guys, the market is looking good again, but I will not get too greedy just yet. Follow up with the market sentiment, follow up with what the market is looking like, and follow up with key levels, guys. That's probably the most important thing, understanding key levels and understanding market sentiment. Once people become too bullish again, for example, let's say we are here right now, and people start to scream for new all-time highs at 100K, and the fear and greed index goes back into extreme greed, guess what's gonna happen eventually? We're gonna just take a shit lower. When would I get bearish back again? A lot of you might ask or wonder that as well. The only reason I would get bearish again is if we fall back below this zone, reject it, and break back below this support. This is what would make me bearish again, and then yes, I would retarget 50,000, 49,000, and 48,000 again. That would definitely be a possibility then. But as of for now, guys, the structure is back bullish on a lower time frame. On a higher time frame, we need a break above $67,300 to have a bullish structure again. And once we do that, it's a very high chance that we will just break a new all-time high and go into further price discovery, which again will be very bullish for the rest of the market as well. Going over to Ethereum. Ethereum obviously is looking good and is just mimicking Bitcoin's behavior. It was very clear, guys, that once we hit this level right here that I told in my former video that Ethereum would go, well, I didn't tell that Ethereum would go to $2,000, but I clickbaited that video with the title that Ethereum will go back to 2,000, talking about that there's a high chance that we hold support here only if Bitcoin decides to fall lower. But overall, there would be a high chance that we hold support here, that it would be good to buy something in here. And if we would fall lower, it would be what, $2,500, maybe $2,300, $400. Doesn't really matter on that $400 difference. Not really, in my opinion. For some people it does, for some people it don't. For me, it doesn't at all. It really doesn't make any difference, but yeah. Anyway, people who bought here, guess what? You made a smart move and you are up with what? Already a good 20%, which is very decent. And what do I expect now for Ethereum? Depending on what Bitcoin will do, but likely Bitcoin will look to retest first a little bit. We could retest as well for Ethereum. We could retest between $3,250 and a $3,150 again. That would be actually a good retest because this is a structural zone. If we retest the structural zone and we can turn this zone into support here, we could revisit higher. We could revisit the next key level of $3,600, $3,700 in between this zone right here. And if we break this, then very likely even, well, not very likely, assured, we will just retest $4,000. Now, if you look at higher time frame, as I said before, guys, we are just ranging for Ethereum, and we are just slightly under all-time high of, let's just round it off to $4,850. So we are very close to that, and in my opinion, Ethereum will soon enter price discovery as well, just like Bitcoin will do again. And Ethereum will most likely go to 5K, 7K, 7.5K, even probably 10K. It's very possible. But let's see, we do level by level. We cannot predict the market. We can only flow with what the market is giving us, and we react according to the key levels. Then last but not least, we should discuss Bitcoin dominance, because eventually this is what most people are waiting for. People are not really waiting for Bitcoin to go to 100K, 200K. Most of you don't even have a full Bitcoin probably. However, a lot of you are waiting for an alt season, and this is our alt season right here, guys. We have to wait till Bitcoin dominance decides to break down. As soon as Bitcoin dominance decides to break down, then we could assume that an alt season could be incoming if we fall towards here or even back to here, which would be very ideal. But overall, guys, and this is just repetitive from my last update, but it's very important that you clearly understand this, is that a bull market for altcoins can go extremely fast. For example, here we had a bull market for alts, and this one was done in around 1 month. Then obviously from this point on, we had one in total for like 175 to 200 days. Let's just round it off to something like here, an average of 196 days. The same happened here. Again, we had here not the biggest alt season, but we had a pretty good stable alt season for roughly a year. Then we have this alt season right here, which lasts for only 140 days. So besides this one, guys, all the alt seasons in general, they go pretty fast. I should buy a subscription again for TradingView, goddammit. As you can see, guys, here, 84 days. Here, 77 days. These are all minor altcoin seasons. Then here we have a little bit of a larger one, but what will it be in total? Like 2, 3, 4, 5 months at its max that altcoins will really have a good run. If we are lucky to even go to 4 or 5 months. So be prepared, because once this goes down, it can go very fast. And guess what will happen? So many people will become greedy when Bitcoin dominance is, for example, back at its all-time low, hoping that it will just go a little bit lower to here, just to make those extra 20 or 30%, or maybe an extra X2 or on their already X20 profit, just squeezing out the greed, and then eventually the market will start to reverse again. Be smart and act accordingly, because this is your key to understanding what will happen with alt season. Once this starts to go back to the upside after massive downside momentum, you can be assured that altcoins will slowly start to bleed again and top out, and then start a bear market again. Overall, guys, the market does look good in my opinion. All eyes are right now on Bitcoin and seeing what we will do with this level right here. It would be ideal if we turn this structural zone into support. If not, it's still a possibility that we retest this support here at 60K. But overall, first we pay attention to 64K. All right, guys, see you in the next video.